Well, that music that you've just been listening to is actually the opening work of our 2025-26 season, and it's Sibelius's Finlandia, as I'm sure many of you would have known. And it's a very exciting opening for a very exciting concert altogether, because the second work in the programme will be the Elgar Cello Concerto, played by Hugo Svedberg. Here he is in a performance of the Haydn C Major Concerto, which he did play with us, but this is a performance some years later when Hugo won the second prize in the Eurovision Young Musician competition, having qualified by winning first prize in a similar competition in Sweden. When that concert reaches the second half, we're going to have Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, a much well-loved work and one that I conducted right back at the beginning of my tenure as the music director. So that's our October concert. Now, this season, we actually have 5 concerts instead of the usual 4. We've got an extra one in February, which is going to take place at the Sherborne, the arts centre in Sherborne. That is the most amazing venue, and you can probably see some photographs of that now as I'm speaking. We're going to perform Schubert's Fifth Symphony, and then a work which will feature also in Dorchester in our November concert, Benjamin Britten's Serenade for tenor, horn and strings. Amazing work written for Peter Pears and the horn player Dennis Brain. Now in Sherborne in February we'll conclude our concert with Mozart's 40th Symphony. So that's one that you'll be able to book through the Sherborne Centre in due course, and full details of how to book for that concert will appear with us so that you can follow the link and gain tickets from them. Now, moving back to our regular venue at St Mary's Church in Dorchester, in November we're going to feature that work, the Britten Serenade, for the first performance of it, and prior to that we're going to play Haydn's Military Symphony, the Symphony No. 100, one of his later works. And then in the second half, another symphony, we're going to play Beethoven's 8th Symphony, which is part of our series of performing all of the Beethoven symphonies and draws us ever closer to performing the 9th Symphony as we get closer to our 40th anniversary. So that's November. When we get into 2026, we have our regular Concert for Youth featuring Martin Clunes as a narrator. Now, we've seen him and heard him in Peter and the Wolf, and also in Carnival of the Animals, and certain works that have been written specially for us by Liz Sharma, a composer resident in London. But this time he's going to narrate a specially written piece for Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition, and we're going to be joined by musicians from Thomas Hardy School here in Dorchester. They also worked with us last year, so they're returning and will provide some soloists for the Mussorgsky. They will also provide 2 soloists prior to the performance of that in Mendelssohn's concert piece for 2 clarinets. 2 students who are in their final year, have been studying with me actually, and will go on to university and I'm sure have great futures. The beginning of the concert will feature Chabrier's Joyeuse Marche. That concert you can actually book seats for now, quite separately to the rest of the season. Again, full details on our website. So the final concert of our season will be in May, and it's a gala concert featuring the pianist Dominic Doutney, who first performed with us some years back when he was resident at the Royal College of Music, and he came to us to play the Emperor Concerto of Beethoven very successfully. Since that time, he went on to study in America and has been living in Chicago and studying for a doctorate. Again, for details about him and what he's going to play will be on our website. So the central work in that gala concert, Rachmaninoff's ever popular Second Concerto, And we start the concert with more Russian music, the short Prince Igor overture by Borodin. And then we conclude the whole season with Brahms's Second Symphony. So quite a wealth of music there for the whole season. And as I said earlier, a departure for us to go and play elsewhere for the first time in some years. So we hope you'll join us for all of these concerts, or as many as you can. At the moment you can book for the October, the November and the May concerts in a group with a 3-ticket saver. And there are details of that again on the website. If you just want to book single tickets for concerts, you can also do that for October and November. But the May concert, the special gala concert, is being promoted by Dorchester Arts. So if you only want tickets for that concert, you'll need to go through their website in due course when ticket sales open. So that's it for now. I hope you'll join us for all of the concerts, or as many as you can, and we look forward very much to performing for you once again in this very special season. Bye-bye.